Hello, and welcome to hashtag Wellness Wednesday. This is your girl Sharice, and oh my goodness, I just want to welcome you on today. And I want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who don't know me, because I know we have a lot of new folks in here. So my name is Sharice. I've got people coming in and out of the house. My name is Sharice Williams. I'm a registered nurse. I'm a former registered nurse, and I'm a holistic health and empowerment coach. And what I do is I teach busy, high-achieving women how to heal their bodies with the foods that they eat, the thoughts that they think, and the words that they speak, so that, hey there, buddy, so that they can release excess weight and prevent or reverse disease. So that is me. That is who I am and what I do. And today we are going to have lots of chimes in the background, apparently, because both of my sons are home. And hey there, and we are going to have some fun, some summertime. Hey there, Dorothy. Summertime. It's hot outside, right? It's hot. I don't know where you are in the country, but I know here in Houston, we're already in the low 90s. It will be quickly approaching the high 90s. And who doesn't like ice cream, right? But here's the thing. About 30 million Americans are actually lactose intolerant. And for those of you who, you know if you're lactose intolerant, because when you eat any type of ice cream or anything that has milk in it, then your stomach starts to rumble. I used to call it the bubble guts, right? You get the bubble guts. You might get really gassy, really bloated. Those are indications that your body is not tolerating milk, right? And so it's a very large percentage of us that don't tolerate milk well. And the other thing, you guys hear me talk about this all the time with milk, with dairy specifically, it's very mucus forming, very inflammatory internally, but also very mucus forming. And so if you can just imagine, not just mucus like in your nose, but internally, like just imagine a layer of mucus over your organs. Now, how effectively do you think your organs are going to be able to function with a layer of sticky, gooey mucus all over them? Probably not very effective, right? All right, so that being said, we have, we're going to have a guest today, and I have a feeling we may have two pop-in guests. One, or both of them are my sons, Langston and Landon. And yep, that would be Langston. You might as well come on over. And this would be Landon. And they're both off today. What are the odds? Landon and Langston. Okay. I like how he just scrolls across. All right. And so we are going, okay, thanks for scrolling. All right. So we're going to go ahead and make the ice cream. You guys, these are quick and easy recipes. You guys know me. I'm in and out of the kitchen. If it takes me longer than 10 or 15 minutes, I'm just probably not going to do it. But I still want to eat ice cream, or as I like to call it, nice cream. So we're going to make nice cream. And the base of our nice cream is, hey, Brianna, bananas. Frozen bananas. And so this is what I do at the beginning of, or not at the beginning, whenever I'm at the grocery store, I buy like 3 bushels of bananas typically at a time. One of them we kind of eat throughout the week, and well, two of the bushels we kind of eat throughout the week, and that third one I just kind of let sit there until they get speckled. When they get speckled, like the speckled dots, that's the natural sugars coming to the surface. That's when I like to go ahead and peel them all, put them in a Ziploc bag, and freeze them. And I always have frozen bananas in the freezer, so that way I can, at a drop of a dime, I can make a nice cream, I can make smoothies or a smoothie bowl or whatever. I don't have to prepare ahead of time. So literally, if you look in my refrigerator, I probably have, I don't know, 20 or 30 frozen bananas in my refrigerator. And that's the way we roll around here. So let's get started. What you're gonna need you're gonna need a high-speed blender. You guys know how much I love my Vitamix. So you'll need either a Vitamix or some type of high-speed blender. You might be able to do this in another. You might be able to do this in another type of blender, but for sure a high-speed blender like the Vitamix works. I will also be using my NutriBullet. So if you have a little NutriBullet, NutriBullets will work too. So as long as it's a high-powered blender, I said high-speed, but really it's high-powered blender. Okay. And so for really quickly, before we jump into the recipe, you guys, I want to I want to share with you a little bit about my story, because a lot of times people ask, a lot of times people miss the story. And so I want to share with you, by eating like this, I have been able to release like 40 plus pounds, you guys. It is not about having to cut out the sweets. It is about what sweets you are eating, right? Your body digests and metabolizes the sweets like that are in fruit, that are in naturally occurring foods differently, vastly differently than if you were to give it processed sugar, like white sugar. Okay, so that's usually like one of the first kind of misnomers. People are like, I can't eat sweets. Yes, you can. You can still eat sweets. Natural sweets, delicious sweets, healthy sweets, and you can still release weight at the same time. And so long story short, you guys, many of you know I was an ICU nurse for about 12 years, and I worked long hours, 12 to 16 hours, and I was, I was working a lot of hours, let's just say it like that. And then I transitioned from nursing to full-time entrepreneurship, and started two different businesses. In fact, one was a direct sales business, and the other one was a project management consulting business. And so with both, if you can imagine, or as you can imagine, I'm very much a high achiever, very much a high performer. And so when I'm in, I'm all in, right? And so I was building two businesses, very successful businesses, might I add, but to the detriment of my health. I looked up, I used to have migraines when I was younger, and I still had migraines like in my 20s, but what I found was because I was working so much and giving everything to my career, my migraines started coming like every week. And not only were they once a week, sometimes twice a week, but they were more intense than what they previously were. So between the migraines, between me, literally, I was tired all the time. Any of you guys who know me from back in the day, you know that if I sit down, it used to be, sit down, it's done. I'm knocked out, right? And I was just living in a state of chronic fatigue, really, because I was going and going. I didn't even realize how tired I was until I wasn't tired. And so between the chronic migraines, between the chronic fatigue, I put on like 80 pounds. This is over the course of years, because I was just going, so career focused and traveling here and there and just not really paying attention to my health, which a lot of times people do, particularly if you're a high achiever and a high performer like me. Very much so. You do everything for everybody else, and you're so, like I said, so driven in your career that you don't even pay attention to your health, really. So I looked up, I had put on 80 pounds. I started developing a really bad knee pain. In fact, I fell twice. Y'all, I was 30 something. Who is 30 something and falls? You think about falling like when you're 70, 80, or whatever. No, I was in my 30s, and I said something's got to change. And so what I did was I delved into the world of holistic healing and functional medicine. I learned how the body can heal itself. You see, our bodies are always in a place of wanting to be in homeostasis, which is balance. Our body naturally is able to heal itself as long as we give it the proper tools, right? Think about when you get a paper cut. When you get a paper cut, you don't have to do anything in order for that paper cut to heal. Your body knows how to heal itself. What happens though is because most of the things that we're eating and drinking are very acidic, right? A lot of us are under a lot of stress, long-term, not just a stressful incident. Like we live in a stressful state. And that contributes to heart disease. Hey there, Michelle. Heart disease, high blood pressure. You blow out your adrenals, right? From the chronic fatigue, from the chronic fatigue. There's every single part of your body starts to break down. And so, particularly when you're not giving it the proper nutrition. So again, I became a certified living on life food educator. And what that means is plant-based, whole foods in this natural state, the way God made it, and incorporating that into your regular diet. Taking out the stuff that's highly acidic, the standard American diet, which if you look at the acronym, it's SAD, S-A-D. Isn't that how we feel sometimes, sad? And so exchanging that for a whole food, plant-based diet. And a lot of times when I say that, people are like, Like, I like smoothies, okay, and I like salads, okay, but what else can I eat? You guys, the possibilities are endless, endless, endless. And so, hence our ice cream today, our nice cream today. But anyway, and so learned about how foods affect our body, learned about how medicinal herbs can help heal our body, learned about how therapeutic essential oils can heal our bodies, learned about how breath work, all of these things. Like when I say holistic healing, it is mind, body, and soul. Learned about how our thoughts and our words have a huge effect on our well-being, our health. And so I bundled all that stuff together. I used myself as a guinea pig, right? And fast forward, and now I work with women specifically. I coach women and teach them how to heal their bodies with the foods that they eat, the thoughts that they think, and the words that they speak, so that they can reverse or prevent disease and release excess weight simultaneously. So that is my story, you guys. There's more to the story, but that's my story. I will say this: if you have not yet registered, you're actually the first to hear this. If you have not yet registered for the free 5-day Feel Better Faster formula, it's a masterclass series. If you haven't registered for that yet, definitely type in masterclass below and I'll make sure that you get registered. It is free. It is 5 days. It starts June 21st, and it's all about how to decrease your stress naturally, how to increase your energy naturally, and how to release excess weight naturally. Okay, and a huge part of it, I have a lot of bonus content for you guys already designed. A huge part of it is fixing this up here, because this will get in our way, right? This will stop us every time. We'll have good intentions, but whatever. And so what we think about, we bring about, and our thoughts have massive power. Masterclass. Okay, cool, Catherine. I got you covered. All right. Again, if you haven't registered, type in masterclass. I'll make sure you get registered. And now we're going to make 3 ice creams. Okay, 3 types of ice creams. First one is going to be just a basic kind of vanilla, but with a strawberry. What did I put on here? We're going to do a strawberry vanilla sauce. So nice cream, like vanilla nice cream, but it's actually like a banana vanilla nice cream with a strawberry vanilla sauce. That's the first one. The second one, in honor of one of my clients, we're gonna do a butter pecan. Yes, a butter pecan nice cream. And then the third one is, what are we doing? Piña Colada, a Piña Colada nice cream. Are y'all ready? Are y'all excited? Y'all give me some hearts if you're excited about this. Give me some hearts, give me some thumbs up, give me something so I know that you're with me and you can hear me just fine. I'm just not gonna, yeah. Oh, good, you brought bananas just for ice cream. Excellent, excellent, Catherine. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna use 2 bananas for everything butter pecan. It's butter pecan, it's not like, anyway, just trust me on this. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So I'm using I'm gonna use 2 bananas for each of those ice creams. You can use, depending on how much you wanna make, you can use a whole bushel of bananas, like a whole bunch of them. So what, 6, however many come in a bunch, that's fine. Whatever works for you, because you can freeze this and that way you have it ready. But a lot of times I don't freeze it, I just make it on the fly because it just takes minutes to make. So watch this. Okay, so here we go. We got some frozen bananas. Here's my Ziploc bag with all of my bananas, peeled bananas. Alrighty, and I'm gonna just grab 2 bananas. When you have a Vitamix, you don't have to actually chop up anything. You can just put it in whole and it'll do its thing. Alright, and so that is that. You could go ahead and add the strawberries in. Actually, let me do that. Let me just add some strawberries in. I'm gonna add some strawberries in, and then I'm also gonna make the sauce. So I'm gonna add a couple of strawberries. Where are the rest of my strawberries? You can actually leave the green tops on. I'm cutting them off, but they're greens, right? They're greens, and so actually you don't taste them. They just blend up very well, but there's nutrients in those greens. So there's nutrients in all greens. All right, so we've got our bananas, we've got our strawberries. We're gonna put just a little bit of vanilla. Now you could use a vanilla bean. You're not the ice cream eater, however, this Whole Foods will do. Yes, it will do your body so good, Catherine. You will start to see so many. Your energy level is going to go through the roof. If you have excess weight, it's going to start just falling off. Your skin is going to get clearer. Your eyes, like literally the whites of your eyes will get whiter. I mean, there's so many benefits. And we have the crew back again. So you can either use vanilla bean, okay, or you can use vanilla extract, or you can use vanilla powder. Whatever floats your boat, no right or wrong. I'm just going to add a little bit. All right, there we go. So that was the vanilla. And if you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can add a date. Now, I will say this, when you're transitioning, your palate is probably very, are you in my camera with the McDonald's Something unhealthy? Really? Okay. Anyway, so if your palate's probably used to something sweeter, a sweeter taste. And so you may need to add in a date. That's usually my favorite sweetener. If you're going to use something, do me a favor, can you grab the dates in there? It's in the Ziploc bag, thanks. You can just use, it's at the bottom. You can use dates. Dates. Whole food sweetener. It's 50 bucks. Yeah, right, Catherine? That. You're so silly. And so I buy a lot of dates. I just put them in a Ziploc bag, but you can get them in your grocery store in the produce section or in the bulk section, you know, in the healthy part of the grocery store, which is kind of ridiculous that you have to have a healthy section of the grocery store. But anyway, I digress. So do that. And so these are dates. For those of you who don't know what dates are, they're like big raisins, kind of. They come with a pit in the middle, so you want to take the pit out. And, oh, they're being nice little students. Look at them with their little hands in their laps. Oh, okay. Anyway, and so, for me, when I sweeten things, I go with dates. Again, whole food source, right? My next favorite is either natural honey or agave. Oh, thank you, Catherine. She said handsome young men. Thank you. You're so silly. Anyway, so as you're transitioning, because your palate is used to a lot of sweets anyway, if you're eating a standard American diet, you might want to add a date to your nice cream. I don't. Like, literally the natural sweetness of the fruit is all I need now, and it's sweet. But if you need that to transition, then go for it. You'll start to notice that your palate does change. All right, so that's that, and that's it. So you could do vanilla powder, you could do vanilla bean, or you can do vanilla extract, okay? And now, if you have a really strong blender, you actually don't need to add any liquid. It's going to just kind of do its thing. So bear with me. It's going to get loud for a sec. So let me show you the consistency. It's kind of like soft serve. Now you can freeze this. It is like a sorbet. Yeah, you can freeze this, and then it'll get harder, of course. But usually I just eat mine just like that. All right, but what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make a little sauce. Remember I said I was gonna make a strawberry vanilla sauce? So let me do that. Can I have a jar or a container? Thank you. A dish. So we got a little dish, and we're gonna just go ahead. Let me make sure that you guys can see this. Hopefully. There we go. And we're just going to scoop out our ice cream. Now, if my strawberries were frozen, this would be a lot thicker. Oh, you can't see it. Doggone it. Let me move the camera. Oh, thanks, Langston. If my strawberries were frozen, this would be a lot thicker. Either way, it's like the consistency of a sorbet, but you could always freeze it. So you could eat it just like this if you wanted to. Or you can actually put some, we're going to make a little strawberry sauce right quick. So give me 1 second. Actually, I'm going to make it in the, hey, you want to put that? Oh, but this is kind of cool. They're never here. You just have to do like double duty, rinse and all that. But yeah, just rinse it out. It's good. All right, so I'm going to use my little NutriBullet to make the sauce. And the sauce is just strawberries. And again, you can leave it on if you want, or you can take it off. I'm just going to take it off for today. No biggie. All right, a couple of strawberries. I am going to add a date to this and a little bit of vanilla. So 1 date. I just had the date just soaking in water, probably, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. And then vanilla, just a teeny bit of vanilla. There we go. And then we're going to blend that up. And that's going to be our little drizzle we're going to put on top. Okay. So just using my NutriBullet. There we go. That's it. See how quick that was? And now, I'm going to just drizzle it on top. Thanks, Langston. So look, you can just drizzle it on top. I could have layered it. If I was really cool, I could have just layered it. But if not, you know, you can just drizzle on top. It's all good. You could, doesn't that look good? How about you taste it? How about I let the boys taste it? The young men taste it. You want to taste it?
I want to get that.
Okay, go for it.
So like
that's the star. Yeah, you can use that.
My reaction. How y'all doing, people?
Just eat it.
There you go. Get all that?
Yeah, you can have that one actually. I did not pay them. It's good though, isn't it?
It's fire. Yeah.
Fire means good.
It's bussin'.
That doesn't make sense. That is good.
It's
I mean,
fire.
of course it's good. I'm not surprised. Okay, so you can go have that one. I'll make you one pumpkin. I'm gonna make my baby. Yeah, your pumpkin. He knows he's pumpkin. Okay. And now, I think they're only sticking around because they know I'm making ice cream. Okay, and so now we're gonna go ahead and make the butter pecan. Do y'all see how fast that was? Super fast, super delicious. It is good, right? Like,
That's fire.
so, and again, if you want it thick, if you want it harder, again, put it in the freezer. Langston, put it in the freezer, or you could have even frozen the strawberries ahead of time, which I probably do have frozen strawberries, but these were, I put the regular, you know, fresh strawberries in there. Either way, I like mine that consistency, but sometimes I freeze it, no biggie. All right, so now moving on to our butter pecan. Again, watch how quick this is.
Oh, I love butter pecan ice cream.
You do?
I do.
All right, butter pecan. We're gonna use our 2 bananas as the base. All right, so bananas. We are going to put a little bit of almond extract. Almond extract. Oh, I gotta open this. And so here's the deal, you guys. You can eat this and feel guilt-free. You know, sometimes you eat ice cream, you're like, I know I'm not supposed to be eating this ice cream. Or you're eating, oh, this smells so good. Or you eat it and you're like particularly if you get a stomach ache or whatever, you're like, oh, I shouldn't have eaten that. You know, I shouldn't have eaten that or whatever. You can actually eat this and not have any guilt around it. Actually, you can actually feel really good about this. Okay, and so we got our bananas. I'm gonna add in an extra date. Not so much for the sweetness, which is cool, but because it'll have little chunks in it. So whenever you bite it, you'll have little pieces of dates. I'm actually not gonna put it in just yet. I'm gonna put it in closer to the end because I don't want it to blend all the way. But we're gonna add a date. And what else are we gonna do? We are going to do bananas, almond extract, pecans. How about some pecans? Throw some pecans in here. We're gonna throw them in the mixture for our ice cream, and we're gonna sprinkle some on top. Why? Because it's just good like that. All right. So these are just raw pecans, shelled pecans, right? Okay. And there we go. You know one other thing you could do? I did this last time I made this, cardamom. This is cardamom essential oil. Please don't. This is cardamom essential oil. 1 drop. 1 drop will do you. But it makes it just very decadent. It just adds another dimension to the flavor profile. It's really good. Cardamom. Okay. Alrighty then. And now let me just rinse. Actually, I don't need to. Let me just do this. Thank you, honey. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend up ice cream. And again, I realized why because normally when I make this, it ends up being like 4 balls in here. But my bananas have been sitting out for a little bit, so they're not as frozen as they normally are. So here we go. Can I have that container, babe?
Yes.
I mean that dish. Thank you. Okay, and so now, got our dish. I'm gonna angle it down. Yeah. We've got our nice cream with chunks of dates, which is so delicious. Actually, let me stop right here, and I'm gonna put some pecans. I'm gonna layer it with pecans. Put some pecans in there. You can make them chunks or whatnot. I'm gonna add some more. And you just be creative. Do your own thing. how you like ice cream. So put in there whatever you like. There you go. Would you mind rinsing this one for me too? Thanks. All right, and then, thanks. Then we're going to literally just get some more pecans. As a reminder, again, you could blend this. Yes, 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 you got it. Oh, thanks, Catherine, that's awesome. She had to write it out. I love it. All right, so then, throw some more pecans in there, however many you like. I like a lot of pecans, so I'm putting a lot of pecans. And then the last thing you're gonna do is, this is agave. You don't have to add this if you don't want, but I think it's really fun. It's even really fun when you sprinkle it. Like, you know how at Starbucks they get the caramel or whatever and they kind of sprinkle it in the empty glass so that we have little streaks of caramel. You can use agave to sprinkle a little bit. There we go. Or you could have even, believe it or not, you could take dates and a little bit of coconut oil, not a lot, like 2 tablespoons, well, about a tablespoon. Coconut oil and dates. Blend it up and it makes a really creamy, decadent, like caramel sauce. I should have made that for you guys, but I didn't think about it until just now. Anyway, but you could do that instead of the agave if you wanted to. Doesn't matter, no right or wrongs, whatever you want to do. All right, so let's taste this one. I don't have any more spoons. All right, let's taste this one. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh my God. Oh my. Okay, you want to taste it? I should totally taste it.
I'll taste it.
Okay. Winston's gonna taste that one. Isaiah totally killed that other one back there. It's gone. Want to taste it?
This actually looks good. This looks better than the other one.
It looks better than the other one? I like it.
Look at you.
He's so silly. It's good, right?
You're doing your thing.
Oh my God.
Want to eat this?
You can have it.
I can have all this calories. How many calories is this?
That's a good question. So a banana is about 100 calories. I use 2 bananas, so about 200 calories. Not that you really have to worry about if you were eating just strictly raw vegan. I know that you're not, but so about 200 calories from the bananas. The pecans, a couple hundred per tablespoon.
Well, no, this is good though.
Well, a quarter of a cup is 210 calories, and I'm sure I did not use a quarter of a cup. I probably used half of a quarter of a cup, whatever that comes out to be. A couple of tablespoons is what I used. So yeah.
I can do this.
I know you could. Okay, so that's that. Okay.
This is hard though, for real.
It's good, right?
This is
I know. You might want to save me some. I'll make some more. I got more bananas. Okay. So that is the butter pecan one. And then, last but not least, Piña Colada one. Now, if you really wanted to, you could put some spinach in the Piña Colada one. You could put spinach in any of them. Like if you just really want to add in some more greens. It doesn't really affect the taste. It'll just look different because it'll be green. But you don't have to. So here we go. Piña Colada. We're gonna get our 2 bananas, 2 frozen, but Langston, I turned my head for 1 minute. Golly, stop it. Anyway, Piña Colada. Frozen bananas. I have to make this straight. I'm eating the pecans, they're so good. So frozen bananas. We're gonna do frozen pineapples. They're a little thawed out now, but frozen pineapples. We are gonna do a little bit of coconut milk. So this is just the full fat coconut milk from the can. I really limit my usage of canned items like canned beans or canned vegetables or canned coconut milk, but I do like I like to add a little bit of this because it's going to give it a really coconutty taste. Now you could add like desiccated coconut. You could. I'm going to add just a little bit. There we go. So it's going to give just a hint of flavor, that coconut flavor that you're going to need to pull off the Piña Colada taste. If you wanted to, you know what, I am going to add cardamom. I'm going to add a little more cardamom. Cardamom is one of my favorite. Ooh, I'm going to add cardamom and ginger. Hold on. Can you look in there and grab me that ginger? There's ginger right there on that second row. Thanks. All right, so 1 drop of cardamom. 1 drop of ginger. A little gray bottle. Yeah, I think the top one. I can't say it. Thank you. What was it? I don't know. Because I saved my bottles. All right, 1 drop of ginger. Ginger's great for your digestion, FYI. It's great for so many reasons. This is gonna be really good. Okay, and you see how I just freestyle it sometimes? Just go with what go with your intuition. Go with what your gut says. All right, so there we go. We've got our bananas, we've got our pineapples, we've got a drop of cardamom, a drop of ginger, and just maybe a tablespoon or two of full-fat coconut milk. But you could have just done coconut. All right, so here we go. It's going to be loud. Hang in there. Let me show you what it looks like. Once I take the top off. It's a nice, thick and creamy. You'll see the little swirls in there? Yeah. Yep. If my bananas hadn't been sitting out for this whole video, it would have had like 4 little like balls. Like literally like you could scoop it out and have like 4 scoops of ice cream. Okay. And so now I need one more dish. Thank you. I don't know if y'all can see that over there. Like they're gone. Gone. The strawberry and the butter pecan one, they're gone. All right, here we go. Pineapple. Or Piña Colada, I should say. And again, this is kind of a sorbet consistency right now, but you could freeze it. Yummy. That made a little bit more. All right, we're ready to taste it? Got a little spoon here. I should at least keep one for myself. Just saying. I'm gonna let you have some, but
there's a little bit of the pecan one. A little bit.
It's gone.
I think it is. You got a little bit. You got a little bit. Oh, it looks good too.
You can definitely taste the pineapple, of course. You can taste the coconut. It's a hint of coconut. You can taste a hint of ginger and a hint of cardamom. It's just a really lovely flavor. You want to taste it?
Of course.
And that is it. You guys, we made 3 ice creams in 30 minutes. It didn't even take, it's good, right? Yeah, it didn't even take 30 minutes. I mean, I probably talked through half of this video. So if you're not talking, you could literally make 3 ice creams in about 15 minutes, quicker than it would take you to put some clothes on, go to your nearest, hey Alton, go to your nearest marble slab or whatever the ice cream place is called, and you can feel good about this ice cream, you guys. And again, you can freeze it. So you always have ice cream at your leisure, and you can get as fun and creative as you want and make whatever you want. So I will post, thanks Catherine for typing out the recipe for that one. I'll post the other ones. But you guys, you know my philosophy. It's like, I don't think that recipes are sacred. I feel like you should go with your intuition. Make it what you want to make it. If you're not into pineapples, use mangoes, use peaches. Hey, April, use pineapples, use peaches, use whatever makes you happy. Whatever fruits you like, you're going to love it. But do keep the base as frozen bananas. Now, I will say, you can use, if you have coconut, like fresh coconut, young Thai coconut, the inside meat of the coconut, you can actually freeze that, and you can use that as well as cashews as a really thick and creamy base instead of bananas as the base. Again, there's no right or wrong. It's just whatever you like. But that's a really good base. Cashews and coconut meat. Yummy. And then you just add in whatever toppings, like the strawberries or the pineapples, or you can do strawberry pineapple or piña colada, whatever you want to do. So that is it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this. Definitely, it's summertime. Thank you, Langston, for assisting. Thank you, Landon, for assisting. It is summertime. It is. Thank you. Okay. It is summertime, and it's time for ice cream. So, by all means, get you some ice cream. Make you some ice cream. Feel good about it. Know that you're doing good for your body and healing your body in the process as you're eating this. You guys, this is healing food. I know, we don't think about it. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I work with my clients on. This is how you eat to live. That's why this is the name of the show, the Eat to Live Show. So, remember, my friends, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. I will see you next week for Wellness Wednesdays, Eat to Live show, same place, same time. If you found this video fun, beneficial, helpful, feel free to share. Well, here's the deal. You can't share it outside of the group because if they're not in this group, the Holistic Health and Empowerment group, they won't be able to see the content. So just add them to the group. Real life. I'm telling you, April, my gosh, you have kids, you know. I was a little hesitant because you just never know what's going to come out of their mouth sometimes. But anyway, it all worked out. Now I have no ice cream. How about that? I have no freaking ice cream for myself. Okay, I have some pineapple ice cream. This is it. But I really wanted the butter pecan. I love this one, but I make this one all the time, pretty much. So I'll just make some butter pecan for myself. This is so good. Oh my God. Y'all, make the ice cream. Take some pictures. Tag me in the pictures. Because I would love to see you guys eat to live as well. So I'll see y'all next time. Bye. And again, if you haven't registered for the masterclass yet, right, Catherine? If you haven't registered for the masterclass yet, definitely just type in masterclass. I'll make sure you get registered. It is real life. Hashtag real life. You got it, April. Bye for now.